discussing under the IPP agreement that $48 million will be given to the government. Explain to us how you arrived at that figure. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Chair.
Buenos Dias.
Thank you, Chair. First, Chair, let me be very clear that I am not in any way treating the Senate with a condescending attitude. I am very respectful to the Senate. I know that you have a constitutional mandate to hold the government to account, including my office. And the only concern that I have is, Chair, when the Honorable Senator Sifuna started, I asked whether I should just wait, he finishes his questions and I respond. And I was told no, I could continuously respond as matters come. Why? Now when it comes to Senator Nyonga, it changed, and I didn't know at what point it actually changed. And so I thought I should address the issue that was raised to me. Now, Chair, in terms of due diligence, I want to again repeat, there are two levels of due diligence. The first one is high level, where you just look at a few indicators, and that is the indicators that were shown. We are at the phase of a detailed due diligence process. If we could just allow the process to be concluded, then some of the questions that we have would perfectly be answered. And again, Chair, I want to just address on this the issue of Senator Nyonga. I don't think those letters you read to us were copied to the Directorate. If they were addressed to any other person, it is the responsibility of the contracting authority to forward.
Point of order, Chair.
Formally.
Point of order, Chair. If you look at those letters, they are received at the office of KAA.
Just for clarity,
yes,
because that's.
But you see, if it is received,
the letters are received by KAA. Don't lie to the public.
Let me guide, and that's why I was asking for these letters.
Yes.
There are 3 letters, and it's only received at Kenya Airports Authority, and they are not here. That is one for Nexus Logic. The other one is also stamped by the Kenya Airports Authority, and they are not here. The other one by GMR is not received by any entity. So I would suggest for these ones, because we can always invite the KAA again and again to appear before us. You know, they were here, and I wish you had produced this one.
Point of order, Chair.
Can I get a clarification from you?
Yes.
You know, when the CS was responding, you remember the document that I referred to him, a letter forwarding the PIP. It actually originated from the PS of transport. And his answer, you can play back the answer, was that KAA is domiciled at the ministry. So that if a letter has been sent to KAA, it is with the ministry. That's what he said.
Yes, and that's what I'm trying to guide.
He cannot run away when it is inconvenient and say we have not seen it.
And Chair, because I hear you saying that what is not there in those letters.
No. I just want you to understand.
Yes.
Because I don't want us to just discuss something that is away from their purview. What I'm trying to say is...
Yeah, this is evidence.
Listen. We have admitted this to the committee.
Thank you.
We have them.
So but don't say that it's inadmissible.
But I'm
That's
saying,
evidence.
No, we have admitted them. But what I'm trying to say, and that is what the CA is saying, I'm just trying to guide you so that the relevant questions goes to the right people. Because Chair, the letter has been received.
On my knees, I ask you,
yes.
Who do you want me to ask that question?
Listen, I'm guiding you. If it is received by KAA, KAA is domiciled at the Transportation Department. We have the Treasury here, and we have the PPP. It's good to be fair to the CAs, so that they answer the right questions. Your question, nothing stops this committee from inviting the KAA again and the PS Transport to come and answer on this. So we admit this, and then we admit this.
Excuse me, Chair. The reason why we called my brother John Mbadi to come here is because the Minister of Transport had already lied under oath. He said there were no letters. So we have the letters. We are tabling them, Chair. Please, Chair. serve Kenyans well, they'll respect you for many years. The reason why those letters are there is because we must interrogate how did Adani come to Kenya and how did they start what they're doing.
And I agree with you.
And I've not asked you about Adani with Ketrako, Adani with Chief, I've not gone there.
And I agree with you.
How did one company take 7 state corporations and is running roughshod over everybody, and every government officer who's coming here is defending them and not giving us answers at how it happened?
Chair,
to help, that is why this committee is here today.
To help Senator Onyonka, I think what has been demonstrated by those letters is that not every PIP proposal or communication on redevelopment of Jkia left Kenya Airports Authority.
Yeah, true.
So the ministry can confirm, at least the PPP secretariat is here and the Ministry of Treasury is here, let them confirm that the only communication that has come from the procuring entity called KAA is with regards to Adani. So that we draw our own conclusions during report writing that there is somebody at KAA who determines what to forward for evaluation by PPP and which ones do not go to
You've
evaluation.
got my point.
That's all they need to confirm.
Yes.
Let them confirm.
Yeah. Chair, maybe my presentation was too long, but let me again repeat. The only PIP proposal received procedurally at the directorate was the one of Adani of 1st March. In fact, I even mentioned there was an earlier one of 2023. It was not procedurally brought to our attention. We have only come to know about other expressions of interest through a letter. There's no any other proposal. And if there is, and by the way, the law is clear, you go to the contracting authority with PIP. But I want to ask Chris, there is no information, as far as I'm concerned, Chairman, that we are holding. And that is why we have documented all the other expressions of interest from 2023 to date. And we are not gatekeeping for anyone. I have no reason to gatekeep. So I would want to ask Chris, please, and again, inform this committee whether you are aware of shareholding of Adani, whether Prime Minister Modi has 58% of shares, or 68, or 100, and this one from UAE. With your permission, Chair, could I ask
DJ.
General?
Thank you, Chair, and thank you, members. Let me start with the question about the earlier question. Yes, the PPP Directorate had one representative who went to India for the due diligence exercise, which is not yet concluded.
Chair, could I stop him right there?
Allow him to finish.
Because of point of information.
Be patient, Senator.
Oh, thank you.
Allow him to finish.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah? That's on this Adani proposition. Secondly, matters of corruption and matters of the history of Adani. Adani did make a formal submission, which was notarized by the attorneys. They gave a confirmation about corrupt practices, and also, as a treasury, we did look at the World Bank debarred list, and we confirmed at the evaluation stage they were not on that list. Honorable Chair, we also confirmed this morning that they were still not on that list. That's Adani Airport Holdings. So we do confirm that. Chair, there's also a matter that has come in about the documents received by on the airport concession. Chair, I'd like to confirm a few things. We did see, I've seen the document that the honorable member has indicated, the one from they're called GT, I think GTR.
GMR.
GMR, yeah. GMR. Yeah, so I confirm this. We were not in copy of that document. That document was never sent to us as the Treasury. We've also seen the document, the only document that came to us is a PIP proposal that was sent to us on 1st of March 2024 and the one of April 2023. The one of April 2023, we were only in copy. I submit.
So your question is answered, Senator Sifuna, on the issue KAA chooses what to forward and not to forward. That is something that as a committee we have to discuss in our next meeting, but you can ask your question, sir.
Chair,
thank you, Chair.
There's just one item, just one small item.
Okay.
The matter on the letter that we saw from the GMR proposal, we actually saw it on social media. We did not see it based on a formal submission. I submit.
Chair,
Right.
For just a second, I would want him to produce to this committee the delivery books and all the delivery books which they received during that period, so that we can run through and make sure that that letter was actually delivered. And the next action, which didn't take place, Chair, is that once they got those letters and they had picked on Adani, they decided to ignore everybody else who had an interest and picked one horse, and that's what they're running with. Thank you, Chair. And I would like him to explain what they actually did in India. You remember I asked the question? There's something I know, Chair, a little bit. I'll say it later.
Chair, there was also no response on the question of the shareholding of the company. So let's not move to Senator Cherargei before that is answered, because you will remember when we were taking you through the documents, I asked the question whether the nexus between Adani and the Abu Dhabi consortium has now been established, and you have a response on record. I'm just reminding you as you deal with the question of shareholding.
Chair, can I just repeat again? Because it should be very clear. What is the role of National Treasury in all this? Is Directorate, the PPP Directorate. Have we received any other PIP proposal on JKIA apart from Adani? The answer is no. I want to repeat on record, no. If there is any document you have there to the Directorate, I want to be very clear. As to whether anybody from Treasury alongside representation from KAA and the diligence. And that is the assignment they were given, and that process is still ongoing.
The issue of shareholding?
Chris Krieger can respond. Actually, I asked you specifically to talk about any information you have about the shareholding of Adani.
Shares were owned by Adani Enterprise Limited. They were Mr. Pravan Adani, who owned one Pritesh Shah, one share, Kruthath Thaka, one share, Sai, one share, and Ashish Shah, one share, which holds a total of 350,250,000. This is what was submitted to us, Chair, during the evaluation stage. This was a notarized document provided by Kenya Airports Authority, by Adani. I mean, through Kenya Airports Authority. I submit.
All right.
Chair, there is an independent way, surely. You cannot rely on the entity declaration. There exists mechanism of independent ascertainment. Has that been done? And then the DG is aware that they had proposed that in the first 2 years after the effective date, that they should be allowed